Hi friends. Well, I'm sitting with a very strong panel with strong brands which have been built over the years, and obviously it takes a lot to create a brand, create an experience, create a lasting impression in a consumer's mind, and it has been done through a lot of effort, consistent sustainability of business. Well, being human was just an idea. It was a foundation, formed by Salman Khan, and his idea was to help out the needy and reach out to people through this foundation. And it was self-funded for a long time till I just thought of the name. I had some access to him through his brother-in-law is my very close friend, and I said, why not make it a brand? Why not make it a business which is social business? If you need to do charity, you need to generate capital. How long can you keep funding it? And why do you want to limit yourself asking people and supporting the cause? So we thought that today, in a crowded space where each brand has something unique to offer, they come up with specialty products, or as Rajiv mentioned, they've come with Lacoste is known for PKs, Marks and Spencer is maybe more known for undergarments. Each one comes with a certain USP. I thought, why not make a brand which is on the socio-ecological side, make it a name which, the name Being Human itself is a very, very strong statement. And the things that you can exercise and do within this name is infinite. The possibilities are infinite. So, but at the same time, it just cannot be a charity-driven brand. You must have seen it in the early days. Being Human was one of the highest faked brand this country has ever seen. Every street, every nook and corner, every length and breadth of the country that I traveled, I saw people wearing Being Human. So, of course, the brand gained a lot in terms of recognition, because Salman was wearing it. But at the same time, it had opinions from people that, oh, this has been worn by a tea stall vendor, this has been worn by somebody who's a housemaid. So I had to once I took up the global license for the brand, I had to break that myth. I had to create a whole story around it. I had to create an experience around the brand. It was a big challenge, but it all started by adding a heart into the logo, so we gave it a new identity. And obviously, all the things that we do in and around the brand, apart from the cutting-edge fashion that we want to offer to people, is activities related to socio-ecological aspects and issues. For example, we would spend a World Environment Day, we would spend a Girl Child's Day, we will celebrate a World Autistic Day. So we do activities which somehow make an impact or a difference in the society. A large part of our production of garment is also in organic cotton, so that's being fair to the world and being fair to the environment. Obviously, for the love of charity, for the love of the celebrity, somebody would buy the product once, but eventually you've got to do justice with the quality, with the design, because you're sitting in a space where a consumer has a lot to see, and there's a lot a mall has to offer in terms of various brands. So a part of the proceeds from everything that sells in Being Human goes for the education and healthcare of people. And for example, every store of Being Human employs one specially abled person that we want to support, and we want to get that number to at least 2 people in, because we've experienced that those people, if they have certain abilities which they don't possess, I think they certainly have extra abilities that a normal human being doesn't have, and it's been fantastic experience for us having those kind of people. We are also very active on the social media, because the celebrity who owns our brand, Salman Khan, basically enjoys a fan base of 20 million people, which is one of the highest in the country by any individual. He's the 118th most followed man in the world from all over the world. So there are a lot of people who have come forward, helped us in growing this brand, supported this brand in many which ways. But eventually it's the experience that we will offer. Eventually it's the consistency of consistency of the activities that we would do around this brand. We are also selling in the West. I mean, we are one of the first few Indian brands, Indian origin brands to be selling in about 18 countries. In fact, we launched the brand in Europe before we launched it in India. India was the last leg, then it was followed by Middle East. And everywhere where the consumer is evolved, especially in the West, wants to know where the money is going. If you're claiming that your brand gives a part of it to the welfare of the people or charity, where is the money going? So we obviously formed a website which has complete transparency about the foundation and its activities. So as we are discussing, I think you've got to be very true to your DNA. You've got to continue doing what your mission is of the brand, apart from evolving in terms of fashion, in terms of retail experiences. But each brand has to create its own unique selling proposition or unique identity for which it will create its own fan base, or I would say consumer base, who will be the loyalists. And I think most of the good brands which have survived and which have been around for so long have followed this philosophy somewhere and have followed its DNA. And that's what we are all here to discuss today.